don't you tell us a little bit about yourself as a songwriter? Introduce yourself, tell us who you are, where you're from, when and why you started writing. We'll start with that. Is that cool?
Okay. My name is Michael Evces. Hi.
Hi.
And I'm from all over. And I've lived in Lexington for 5 years. And maybe 6.
What does all over entail? Like the States?
Yeah, various places. The Midwest, Iowa, mostly. And I don't know, when did I start writing songs? I think I wrote my first whole song in 9th grade it was about Panama Jack t-shirts.
Cool.
Yeah. And yeah, off and on since then.
Very cool.
What were the other questions?
Those were the only ones in that first section. How do we know each other? What projects have we done together, etc.?
We have performed. I think we met at the Music for Mission thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, we met a long time before that when one of your students was the daughter of a friend of mine, and briefly met at what was then Old Vine Bistro. That was a long time ago.
It was it when it was Renata's?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so we met briefly then.
Yeah, I
was
was hosting a songwriters event for my studio because back in the day, I hope people can hear my voice. I'm sure they can. Back in the day, I used to have quite a few songwriters in my music studio, and so I wanted to give them an opportunity and an outlet to share their original music, so I used to do a songwriters round. I don't have any songwriters in my studio at the moment, so I haven't done that event in a few years, but that was really fun. Yeah. Yeah,
that was great. And then we did Music for Mission together last year.
Yep.
And
separately years before that. Oh, but so you have met each other or seen each other because Jenny and I did it 2 years before, and your performance was directly before ours. Oh. So there are connections here.
Yes,
It's just I don't think you two have ever met each other. But you've met Jenny, and I've met Jenny.
I love those things.
It was a fun show.
We didn't get in this year.
Yeah, that was the Dolly Parton one.
Yeah.
That we did together, and they were right before us. Yeah.
Right.
Cool. All right. Well.
Good times.
Any other questions?
Just whatever you want to tell us about your first song, and then you can take it away.
When it comes to banter, I'm the anti-Vanessa Davis. I'm the exact opposite.
I disagree. I actually think
ability.
You're quite funny with your banter.
Thank you.
Whether you mean to be or not.
I was going to do The King of Kentucky.
Yay!
It's a song that I wrote. Once upon a time, I was the king of Kentucky. Please believe me, please believe me. Always plenty, wanting nothing. Pretty women followed me home. The sun was warm, the rain was gentle, the trees were always slow dancing, and once upon a time I was the king of Kentucky. Please believe me, please believe me. Now the sky is dark as coal mines. The stars got tired of hanging around. Love's a memory Mama told me, keep believing, heaven's better, it's round the corner. And Daddy told me he'd been drinking. Find your mama, try to warn her. Once upon a time I was the king of Kentucky. Please believe me, please believe me.
Hey, any chance you want to share with us the inspiration of that song?
I think just living in Kentucky and
Oh, really?
and feeling it comes from a feeling more than anything else. Of
Yeah.
being on the top and then on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then I don't know where that last verse comes from, but I like it.
I like it too.
I like that.
There's one part you sing something about black as
coal mines.
I love that. That's so picturesque and Kentuckian. I love that
It
one.
is Kentuckian. Coal is very popular in Kentucky.
Yes, and very black.
Yes, it is. So,
That's about all I know about coal.
Yeah. And then it's absurd. There's no king of Kentucky.
Right.
So someone's got an inflated sense of themselves, and I guess that's part of it.
I love it.
I'm so glad you like it. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Another song?
Yeah.
It's so this is where we're gonna do new songs
Yes.
too. So this is my latest one. So it might have a hiccup, but
That's
we'll see.
totally fine.
It seems to be playing well in the venues. One tricky thing about this song is finding the note that starts it. That helps.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more too. Why not? We're laid back, right?
If Taylor Swift can do it live, you can do it.
I keep telling people that. They look at me weird. All right, I think I got it.
Okay.
New song, relatively new. My love is done, my love, my love.
I like the word so far.
My love is done, my love is hooked up to electric, and if you would just accept it, I could welcome you inside. My love is so wide. because I thought it was a joke. It's a little play on words, and it's a metaphor. And then I went to see Flock of Dimes in a little art gallery in Cincinnati a couple months ago, and Jen Washner is one of my favorites. And it was like 35 people sitting on pillows with this fantastic cover Guitar Player magazine musician and one other person. And the last song she played was, this is a pop song I wrote for some friends, but then I realized it had a dark shadow side and it was actually very serious. And then that made me think about this song Double Wide, and I think, it's not just a play on double wide trailers. It's the my love is double wide, my love is hooked up to electric, and if you would just accept it, I could welcome you inside. So there's a relationship in that, where someone's trying to be loving and the other person is not ready or willing to accept love.
Yeah.
And so there's a conflict. So there's a whole thing happening there.
I love it.
Not bad.
The song that inspired you to write kind of in that meaning, is it one that people know? Is it one that we would know?
The song that inspired me to write in that? I don't know that there was a song that...
Oh, I thought you said there was which musician was it?
Oh, Jen Washner.
Yeah. That she had written?
No, I don't even know what the name of it was. I'd never heard it before, or the friends that she wrote it for.
But it inspired you. I love that.
Well, her observation that
yes.
a lighthearted song, since it's created, things that are created come from some places, sometimes places that we're not aware of. Is
yeah.
Kind of the point.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it that songs that hide is like super perky and happy, but then when you stop and think about it, or when you dig deeper into the lyrics, that you're like, oh, there's another layer going on here. I love that.
Yeah.
Yay. You guys can talk to me if you want to. I don't feel like you have to.
I feel like you're doing such a good job.
Well,
Such a good host. And happy birthday, Vanessa.
Oh, thank you.
So for my third and final song, I will play Emily.
Okay.
Which is in drop D tuning.
I love the way you do drop D.
Have you been working on your drop D tuning?
Not yet. Haven't had a chance. But I will. Michael sent me the chord charts for the chords that he uses in drop D, and I was like, that's fascinating. Well, I asked him to. I was like, that's fascinating. Can you chart it for me? And because I want to expand, we always want to expand the way we do things and play things differently and learn new chords and new tunings, but I have not gotten around to it yet.
Well, you got a lot going on.
Yeah, just a little.
Wasn't even looking at me, but it felt like she could see me, like I was her idea. And Emily wasn't even trying. All she had to do was walk into the room. into the room.
Person named Rose?
Yeah. Oh. Like a rose for Miss Emily?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is that a thing? I just picked a different name.
Faulkner.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no, that's just a true story. That's just every syllable is absolutely dead on true.
Nice. Love it. All right. Well, thank you so much for you're
Do we need to...
let me mute that. Thank you so much for joining us today
and a wonderful space.
Thank you. Sharing your music with us. You're good.
Sometimes it's hard to play with a basketball game on a TV somewhere.
Oh my gosh, I don't play with basketball games on TVs anymore. When someone calls to book me, that's one of the questions I ask them. Will the game be playing while I'm singing? If they say yes, it's a no for me.
Well, you've reached a certain level.
Yeah. It's more like I'm tired all the time and I can't bother. You know what I mean? Like parenting a young kid, I'm like, nope. There's things I used to be able to overlook and get enough out of the positive aspects of an experience like that I'm like, it's fine. And I'm just at a time in my life right now where I can't do that. So that's one question I ask: will a game be playing while I'm singing? If it's an open mic, that's a lot of them do have it playing. That's fine. But if it's like a full length gig, which I'm really not actually doing right now, by the way. Hi. Oh, my phone is telling me some people who are watching. Thank you so much. I see Ray, Stacy. Is it Copana?
Yeah, Copana.
Copana says that Michael is fabulous. I agree. We're going to let Jenny get set up. So thank you so much, Michael, for playing for us. Our next guest is a kind of, I would say, long-term at this point. Oh, yeah. Dear friend of mine. And would you like to tell the story of how we met and what we've collaborated on since?
Well, we met when we collaborated on Voices Heard. What year was that? Was that
2017, I think. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll change that out for
you.
you.
Got my lyrics there.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
You know I got you, girl.
Yeah, this is my first time plugging in with this ukulele, so.
Yay.
We'll see how this, what do you call this thing? The pickup.
Yeah. We'll see how all that goes. So Voices Heard was was a project for female artists, not only singer-songwriters and musicians, but a lot of actually actors and things like that. There was a lot of, we were part of a show that was a compilation of plays. Oh, I don't have you on yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
See, I don't even know if the pickup works. I have no idea.
No, does it require a battery? And does it have a battery? We could, I have a bigger ukulele like that too, and it plugs in. Do you want to try mine?
I can try.
Okay, I can grab it for you real quick.
It's not telling me. Well, I'm a keyboardist. So all these little details with these strings and it goes out the window.
And since so what did we collaborate on for Voices Heard?
We did your song Reborn.
Uh-huh.
I play keys and you play guitar. You wrote the song Reborn.
Uh-huh.
And it was wonderful.
We actually,
harmony,
yeah.
and
Try that one, see what you make. We
great.
also actually collaborated on Sojourner Truth. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That we played
at
for the
pre-show.
cocktail hour. Yeah, before the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Which was an arrangement. Oops.
A version of that. Yeah.
Which
I'm sorry.
was Jenny's arrangement. And I really loved it. And I was like, ooh, can I put harmonies to that? And can we do that one as well? So that was pretty cool. And what have we done together since then? Let's see if that's gonna give you better luck.
Yeah, no, I had tuned that and everything.
Yeah. Is it coming through?
Mess up your tuning. I'll fix it later though.
Now I'm wondering if mine requires a battery and I don't have battery in there. I don't know.
Well, let's see if it works.
I think I've plugged it in before. I might be wrong.
Is it coming through?
No.
Oh. Do you turn it on? Is there a way to turn it on?
I have no idea. I bought a ukulele. Oh, there we go.
it is
It's
on.
on. Did yours need to do that too?
Well, it doesn't have an on button.
Okay, then it's probably automatic.
Okay.
Is it coming through now?
Is it?
Let's see. Keep playing? Or tuning? It is not,
Okay.
but I think we'll hear you fine. The good news is we're in a small space. For anyone just joining us, we are in the middle of switching up. We heard from Michael Evces first, and he sang 3 awesome songs for us, one of which was his newest one, and it was called My Love is Double Wide. It was called Double Wide, among 2 others, which I love. King of Kentucky, and is the other one called Emily? And Emily. And now we are setting up Jenny, and we're gonna get going with her performance soon. Do you have any tips? You look like maybe you want to say something about. No, we're not like screwing up the setup or anything like that.
I think so.
Do you want to give us a quick little sound check? I can turn your mic down if you feel like you're going to be overpowering for you, but I think it'll be okay.
I'm not playing that song.
Oh. Okay, let me get this out of the
At
way.
least I don't think so. So usually I'm a keyboard player, but I do play around on the ukulele, and I do
Oh, I think that button was for the
write
tuner.
my songs on ukulele because it's just so easy to tote around. So wherever you are, at a traffic light or
Turn this on for a second.
waiting in line to give your kids, you can write a song if you've got the ukulele.
That's very true. It's a lot more compact.
Waiting on the noodles to boil, you know. This is kind of the song here, and that's how I learned how to play ukulele, is waiting on the noodles to boil.
That's hilarious. Did you write a song about waiting on the noodles to boil?
No, I need to.
Oh, man. I'm a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. All right, whenever you're ready, you can tell us about your first song and take it away.
Okay, so this song I usually play on keyboard, but I wanted to play it for your birthday,
Thank you.
and I wanted to dedicate it to you.
Aw, thank you.
And I also dedicate it to Paul and my parents as well. But it's called We'd Be Friends.
Aw.
And you know, I know it on piano, so give me just a second. I apologize if I'm out of tune. Okay. You're the kind of friend I know who makes the rain glow and singing splashes.
have a song now that I want to harmonize on because I always harmonize on that ooh, or however it goes when Michael sings that part. I can't help it. A harmony comes out of my mouth. And then one that Robbie's going to be playing, I want to harmonize to like the entire song because I love it. And then now I want to harmonize to yours too.
Yay.
So hey,
harmony.
A different year maybe I could have had the energy to make that happen, but we'll have to do that another time. That would be really fun.
Yeah. So that one was inspired by friends, my friendship.
Nice.
The ones that never changed.
Yeah.
So that's what you are to me.
Aw.
So I guess I'll try my new song.
Do it.
Now this one is good for a new mom because so I wrote this kind of at a yoga retreat kind of thing. And it's about, you know, when you become a new mom, you may or may not have trouble finding those moments to relax, stop, smell the roses, you know what I mean. So I'm 17 years a mom and I'm just now going, whoa. I need to stop and smell the roses. I need to figure out how to do this. So I wrote this song and it kind of helps me with that. So I'll sit and sing this song to myself when I need to slow down. Take a little moment for myself. So, okay, here we go. Look at you, sitting in the sun, my wonderful one. You sigh and relax, take your boots off now, your chores are all done. Turn your eyes to see the beauty and the perfection all around you. The sky is open wide, it calls for you now, let it find you. Feel the now. Feel the now, and all
scatting section. Oh, that just makes my heart very, very happy. So there is a gentleman named Mike Tuttle who books for something called Sky Pieces Production, and he's watching the live stream, and he likes you.
Aw.
And he says,
Thank
her
you.
main instrument is keys. I'd love to hear more. So
Aw.
we'll have to figure out how we can get some clips of you playing keys for him to hear as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a live show. How about that?
Hey, invite
come over.
me. Yeah. Invite us. We'll just circulate.
Yeah.
That would actually be really fun. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be fun. This should become a thing.
This should become a thing. We should
Yeah.
do this more. I was gonna say we should do this more often, but remember that year called 2020? This was like all we did. Except it was
Aw.
usually just one of us in
Yeah,
our
that's
own living room.
right. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Because
This is
we
the
had
first
to.
live stream that I've done since quarantine.
Yeah, we got a little sick of doing all
Yes,
that stuff.
yeah. But this is much nicer, where there's just a small group of us gathered, hanging out, eating food, and listening
Hopefully
to
the
each
people
other.
at home are eating food too.
Yeah. Tell us in the comments what you're snacking on as you're watching
Yeah.
the live stream. All right, what you got for us
So
now?
the last song. So I was telling Paul on the way here because I was going to bring my keyboard and I didn't end up bringing my keyboard. My son used it, my daughter used it, and now the plug is missing. So so now.
Were you feeling the now when that happened?
Yeah, I was feeling it out.
So you were feeling something.
Feeling the frustration in the now, yeah. Because that is a thing too, yeah. So now I'm trying to remember the third song, and I guess it could be Golden Lantern.
It could be.
Or it could be Come Walk With Me is one that is easy to pull out. So now I'm trying to decide
What
between
does Paul want to hear? What does your honey?
Come Walk With Me or Golden Lantern. I don't know.
Whichever one you feel comfortable with.
Good answer.
Come Walk With Me sounds lovely.
You want to do that one? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that one. Okay. What's your epiphany? The moon is rising and the summer breeze whispers a message to your heart. Trees wave hello with their leaves. A river flows underneath and music grows out of the air. It's in your eyes, in your hands, it's in your hairs. Trumpets and harps sing, angels awake and time breeze. Come walk with me along a river in the summer breeze. Beneath the pop
you want to talk about your inspiration for that song? I think you volunteered. I forgot to ask you, but you volunteered the other two.
With that one, I wrote that in Virginia. It was kind of inspired by the James River. There were pawpaw trees all along the
I was going to
James
say, do
River.
they have pawpaw trees?
Yeah.
I've only heard pawpaws or pawpaw trees from the Jungle Book. When he says, but you don't have to use the claws when you pick a pair of the big pawpaws. That's the only other place I've ever heard that before. Baloo sings that.
Yeah, it's a fruit. It's really sweet. Really sweet fruit. It's kind of like a mango, but it's not. It's kind of smaller than mango, but and sweeter and not as exotic tasting.
Well, I love that you put it in a
between
song.
a banana and a pear, maybe.
Huh.
I might be describing that completely because I haven't had one in a decade or something.
But
yeah.
to the best of your recollection, that's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. And they're around here. My cousin Tracy has a pawpaw tree.
Oh, crazy.
In the backyard. Yeah.
Who knew? I learned something new today.
Yeah, pawpaw.
Yay! Thank you, Jenny,
Thank
for
you.
sharing your
Thank you,
musical
everybody.
gifts with us.
Happy
Yay! Thank you. Okay, we're gonna welcome Robbie up to the stage.
Well, thank you.
Hopefully it was just the ukulele and it's not the chord. I do have another window if it is the chord, but it was working for Michael, so I don't know why it wasn't working for Jenny.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a new, I'm gonna get you a new mic cover. Sarah, you go. Do you need the stand at all?
I do not.
Okay, I'll move that out of the way.
Right about stuff like that. Pull it off.
Okay, head on up. I will turn the sound on.
I train people.
Oh, you got you just fine.
Does it sound good? Do I need to?
I think it's good. You wanna check your voice?
Check.
Check.
It is checked.
My phone tells me who's watching, and my computer that I'm over typing on doesn't. But I think I've caught most of the people because we said hi to Carla, we said hi to Mike, who said he had to pop off, and I'm sad that he. Oh, Brad! Hello, Brad. Thank you, Brad Hewlett. Thank you for joining us. I think I caught everyone else. Oh, my mother-in-law. Hi, Denise. And my mom is watching. Yay, that means she found it. Okay, Roberto. Okay, now I'm going to need my audience to move up to the couches. We can move guitars. We've slowly migrated back to the kitchen table where the food is. If you're getting food, that's totally fine. But I like the living room setting, so the live stream people can't see what we're doing, but I'm actually going to
You're sitting here.
Okay. I can move my guitar though, so that you can sit there. Yeah. Okay, that works. Yeah. Hello, Robbie. Have you been thinking about your answers to the questions that I've been asking everyone?
Not at all.
I love it. How do we know each other?
Gosh, did we meet at the Twist Cork?
We did the
Open
original
mics? Yeah.
Cork. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably 2018, early 2018.
I would say, 2018, maybe 2017. I'm not sure.
Maybe 2017. Could have been. Yeah. Either end of 2017 or beginning of 2018, because that's when I kind of really started going and started going anywhere. And that was the place that I went the most and most frequently to their Sunday open mics. And you were also going to those open mics.
I was also going to the open mics.
And what have we collaborated on since? Roberto, as I like to call him.
I think I helped a little bit. You did an album.
Just a little bit.
During quarantine.
You only mixed, mastered, and produced it, but you know.
Yeah, a little bit.
So my first EP, which is Pretty Little Cabin, which I did during quarantine, Robbie was my partner in crime on that album, and we did everything except towards the end when the restrictions were starting to lift and things like that. We met in person to mix maybe twice. and everything else we did remotely. So I had written a song. The most complicated one that took us forever was I had written a song for string quartet, but each of the parts, each of the instruments played their parts separately and then sent me the sound file. So we had to contour them so that they sounded like they were a string quartet playing together instead of 4 separate people playing in 4 separate rooms to a click track with keys on it. And so I lined them up, and then I sent the freeze files to Robbie, and he helped me contour them with dynamics and capture the right sound for the strings, and mixed all the other tracks as well. So, and we got a Lexington Music Award for that album.
Oh, we sure did.
I say we. They didn't send you one, but but definitely without your help, that wouldn't have gotten Album of the Year. So thank you
It was
for
a good
that.
album. If you have not listened to it, please listen to it. It is amazing.
Thanks for the plug. And then we also played at one of my birthday shows. We collaborated on a song by Whitney and Ray, who are local songwriters. It's called Burning Up. That's on Spotify as well if you want to find it. That's a great song.
Yep.
And we played Robbie's rendition of Waste, because I loved it. And then I was like, hey, can I get in on that and sing it with you sometime? And we actually prepared it for an open mic.
Yeah,
And then we did that first, I think, and then we decided to collaborate on that for my birthday show. I want to say 2019 was that show.
I think it was
Yeah.
right before.
Right before, yeah, because the next year I didn't have a show, which I should have realized. I don't think I knew about the live streaming thing yet. I think it was just starting to catch on, because I did do some live stream shows during the shutdowns, but I didn't do a birthday show though. Yeah, sadly. So that's like the 1 year in a long slew of years that I didn't do a birthday show. Sad day, but that's okay. All right, want to tell us a little bit about you as a songwriter and
Oh gosh.
the questions that I forgot to ask Jenny because we were stressing out over a ukulele. Like, how did you get started, and what have you been up to? And
I mean, I've been kind of singing and writing songs since I was probably about, I say like 12 years old, maybe. I'm not really doing much lately. I'm in a band. We're called Humphreys Anonymous.
oh, hilarious!
It's an awesome band. We're going through an album right now. I dropped a single a little bit ago. It's going to be the first song that I play, called Stones. We're doing a new single in like a month. September 10th, I think, is the date. I kind of do my own little solo acoustic or kind of bedroom pop kind of vibe.
I've never heard something described as
I like
bedroom
that.
pop, and I love
I like
it.
that.
That's
Mine is
fantastic.
That's pretty much all about me.
Fantastic. Well, you want to hit us up with your first song? Feel free to talk about it before or afterwards, or whatever you want to do.
I think it can be best described as a song about hope
Great.
for, I guess, where you think you're going and where you've been. I used to run with my demons, but none could outrun me. I drink them under tables, let them happily. All the times that I tried to cut the ties loose, I'd come back crawling, my head through the grooves. Troubled times are behind us now, but if you lie ahead, I'll pick up the stones that should have never been thrown, and I'll try to make amends. all hope was lost. I was a half-dead when our paths crossed. Though I tried to spare you from the burden of me, would not let go. The skin of your teeth. Troubled times are behind us now, but the few lie ahead. I'll pick up the stones that should have never been thrown, and I'll try to make amends. I remember you sweetly, and I remember the tears. Your words felt like flames when they touched my ears. I was too young to know what those words meant, too young to sow my seeds. I'm caught on the wind of a younger man's breath, but old enough now to see the stones. Troubled times are behind us now, but few lie ahead. I'll pick up the stones that should have never been thrown, and I'll try to make amends. I used to run with my demons, but none could outrun me.
I love that line that the title comes from. The
Pick up the stones
that should have never been thrown.
I was gonna say that.
Isn't that
too.
great?
Yeah, it's killer.
That's a potent line there,
Thank
Robbie.
you.
Do you want to talk about the inspiration at all? What were you going to say, Jenny?
No, people can identify with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I
Very
don't know.
relatable.
I always kind of picture when I sing that song, you're kind of like standing in a glass house, and you have the stone in your hand, and you can either choose to throw it, or maybe someone's choosing to throw it at you. But either way, that glass house is going to get shattered unless you decide not to throw the stones.
Yeah.
So
That's great. I love it. Robbie the poet. Well, we're all poets. Which is why we like to sit and listen to each other. What you got next for us?
This next one is a song I wrote called Better Years. This is a request from Vanessa, and since it's her birthday, I figured I ought to play it.
Yeah.
This is a very weird song for me because I wrote this when I was still in high school. It's, I feel like, the first okay or good song that I've ever written.
I had no idea it was that old.
Yeah, no, it's really
Wow.
old. Originally, it was like, oh, I'm gonna write a Simon and Garfunkel song, and then I wrote it, and I was like, yeah, that's a Simon and Garfunkel song. And it kind of just sticks with me over the years. Anytime I'm feeling like I need to hear it, I will sit at a piano or a guitar and I will play it, and it just seems more relevant to me. It's kind of like me singing to my younger self, like, hey, it's okay, and also my younger self kind of singing to me, like, hey, it's okay. It's a weird
I love that.
relationship. The years have gone by, bye, bye. Time sure to fly, fly, fly. Even I have seen better years. Even I have lived through the tears. The sun remains to shine. Shine, shine. I think about you all the time. Time, time. Even I have seen better years. Even I have lived through the tears.
Spotify. Stones is too, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Stones is on Spotify under Humphreys Anonymous. Better Years is actually on 2 different Spotify pages now. I did it originally with my band Bloodhound on the First Man to Mars EP, and then it's also on the last EP that I did was Songs Never Sung.
Love that EP. I did not know that you were in a band called Bloodhound.
Bloodhound.
Singular?
Singular,
I didn't know about that one. I went and saw you at that really cool warehouse space with a band.
The Rounders.
The
yes.
Rounders, yeah. Are you not with them anymore?
No, I still am.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. We're working.
So you're in 2 bands then right now?
I'm in 2 bands,
Yeah.
plus like a solo act. So,
Yeah, cool.
The Rounders, we're not, I wouldn't call it a stalemate, we're just trying to think how to do what we want to do. And so we're just kind of in the woodshed.
Ah, yeah.
We want to record an album, we want to play some shows, we don't want either one to get in the way of the other. But yeah, it would be really cool. You gotta see the Rounders if you haven't.
I have. It was great.
Yeah, that was a good, what was that, Rock House Brewery, I think?
Maybe.
The big, yeah, I think that's
I
what
don't
it
even know
was.
because it's the only time I've ever been there, but it was
Yeah.
a cool venue.
Heck yeah. They have open mics there, I think.
That actually sounds familiar when you said that, the name, Rock House.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I've seen that on my open mic page that people have posted that there's open mics there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I haven't been. I want to go. I just have not.
I said all summer, I'm going to make it out to open mics because I'm not teaching in the evenings during summer. And all summer, I have not made it to a single open mic. So there you go.
You've done better things.
Yeah. Well, keeping a baby alive, that's the most important thing. What you got for us?
This next one is really new. It's kind of the same vibe, I think, as you had on your song about kind of like missing the roses and, stopping to smell the roses. It's...
Or the Emily's. The roses or the Emily's.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe this one. It's me trying to like make almost like a jazz blues song.
Love it.
Kind of in the vein of like a Grateful Dead tune. Looking out my window, I can see the sunshine. Though the curtains are pulled, I'm carried alone, and I think it will be fine. And there's a young woman dancing in the streets. The passers-by avoid her smiles and lose the rhythm of her feet. And we're all going 95 miles an hour, missing the roses blooming outside. A four-legged angel was crying on my stoop. She wouldn't come inside, no matter how I tried. But she left with a belly of food. Thank you for Michael and Jenny for performing.
Yay! I love that guitar lick at the end. That's killer.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Awesome.
It's definitely, Jerry Garcia inspired lick.
Love it. Fantastic. All right, let's give it up for Robbie. I'm actually going to put Jenny in the hot seat just for a second because I forgot to ask her about her as a songwriter and her history and where she's from and all that. So she's going to tell us that.
All right. So, I guess I was a musician, or at least a sound-ician, like as a toddler. I was always interested in sounds. My dad had a little tape recorder. He taught at a community college. And I remember this tape recorder, and I was fascinated by it, and I would go around and record everything, just to listen to the sound. And so later on, we had an organ and then a piano, and so I was just making sounds on them. Crazy, kooky, rhythmic sounds, I guess.
Yeah.
And so then I got into classical music in high school, and I was a classical musician. I went to college and did some classical there, and but there was a part of me that was missing. The classical was too rigid. I just felt like I needed to tap into myself, and bring something out. I don't know what. So at the same time as I was in theater and I was acting, and I became a sound designer.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I did for about 17 years after college. I was
theater?
a sound designer for theater and composer. So, so for theater, I would just do anything and everything, sound related or music related. I would try to throw as many elements in there, make it as cinematic as possible. But anytime there was a show that needed original composition, I was like right there. That's what I wanted to be doing. So did a lot of Shakespeare, some Russian things, just everything random under the sun. But so then I had kids, I had babies, and I was unable to do the night things.
Yeah.
You miss the night things. You got to be there to put those kids to bed, sing them to sleep. You got to be there. So I was like, well, I can't do that anymore. What am I going to do? So I started noodling around with putting my journal entries to melodies, and so that's how it kind of blossomed into songwriting. So my early songs are all journal entries.
Cool.
There you go.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Yay!
Wow.
And you kept writing through the years.
Through the years.
Sound design sounds amazing.
Oh, it's so fun. It's
Wish I'd
favorite
known about
thing
that.
in the world.
When I was looking for things to do.
Yeah. It's more of the post-production side of it, as opposed to setting up the speakers and doing that. I wasn't all that great at acoustics and speaker placement, but I figured it out. So I was more of the wanting to do the.
Robbie, can I have you switch this on as soon as I'm plugged in?
You record your stuff
It's on the back.
at home?
Hold on a second.
I do, but it's like
Okay.
having time to do that.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Hard. But I have dreams of epic albums.
Yeah, me too. What do you
Am
use?
I there?
You were
Check.
there.
Check, check. Am I here?
There and
Am
everywhere.
I am here and I am there.
That's what I use for
You don't have to talk quietly.
Oh, okay. We were just
Yeah. You were talking about how you record your
like what
your
what
at home
program
and
or
stuff like
what.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very cool.
So Logic and Ableton?
I don't use Ableton. I've used it before.
I don't understand
I use
that.
Pro Tools too, but yeah. I use
You don't understand Logic?
Ableton.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ableton.
sorry. I didn't exactly set you up for that.
Put it on the cheek. That's my impression of drums.
But actually, no.
But actually, no. I think
Tell
when
us
I
about
was on.
yourself.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Vanessa Davis, and I like to invite friends over and play music for each other for my birthday. And this is a tradition that I've been doing for several years. The first time, well, one year I decided, okay, no, let me back up. When was the first? Okay, the very first time that I decided to play music for my birthday was the year that I was living in Australia, going to school in Australia. We did a talent show for my birthday, and everyone came over and did their talent. And it was just a blast. It was so much fun. And that way the kids that weren't music students could, participate and share something as well, whether it was like a skit or, a poem or something silly or a cartwheel, or we just had a blast. And then I kind of got addicted. I was like, that is really, really fun. I think I need to do concerts and things like that for my birthday. So I know it was the very next year because Bo and I had only been married. We hadn't even been married a full year. And I did a solo concert, which I hadn't been playing out a lot in those days. So it was a big undertaking. And I had one guest with me that played guitar on some of my pieces and played cajon. His name is Steve O'Hughes. We've collaborated a lot in the past. And so I did a whole 2-hour concert, and Bo has a very large family, and his entire family came, and so it was a lot of people that I kind of sort of knew, and I'm singing about my ex-boyfriends in front of my husband's new family, and that was definitely an experience. And then I don't know if I've done it every consecutive year, but I know one year I had a little house concert like this, except I put out little tables, and I made it kind of it was meant to be like a dinner and music thing. And in my opinion, it was a disaster because everyone just talked the whole time like they were actually in a restaurant, and I was like, why are me and the other musicians doing this if everyone's just having their own conversations back in the kitchen and things like that? And so then I was like, I have to revamp this so that it actually feels like a listening room, because that's my favorite thing, is to play for an environment where people are actually listening to you. And I know that's what songwriters prefer. Why are we can go play someone else's songs that everyone knows and wants to sing along to and be rowdy. We can save those for, the bars and the restaurants and the venues where people are casually listening, which there's nothing wrong with casually listening. I'm just saying when you're playing your singer-songwriter stuff, you want a listening room environment. So since then, I've kind of been striving to find different and creative ways to do a listening room environment. I know one year for my birthday, we did the show. This was after COVID, so this would have been 2021 when things were just opening back up and all that. We did out on my back patio. You were there, yeah. Jenny was there. And I invited some musical guests to sing and play with me for that one. We did it in the patio. We've done one in the living room, and here we are back in the living room. We've been at Willis Music twice. And then last year, of course, was my huge birthday 40th celebration, and we had a big surprise to reveal. So I actually managed to get Bo James on the stage with me to reveal our big surprise, which was our I almost said engagement announcement. No, our pregnancy announcement. So if you haven't seen that video, you need to find that on my YouTube channel, because that was just an epic moment on stage. But I gave that one because it was a big party, and I invited so many people. There were 100 people there, and I gave everyone noisemakers so that instead of just applauding, because especially it was at Motion Church, so it's in a church building, although it's kind of like a casual kind of looking church. It doesn't have all of the stained glass windows and things like that, but I wanted it to feel like a party. So it's how about instead of politely applauding in between, I gave everyone noisemakers, the kinds that you blow into and the clappers, and people could choose which ones they wanted. And there were whistles and all kinds of crazy things so that people could really just make it a party for the applause. And I invited other friends to come and sing some of my songs. I did my own Eras concert tribute. Because someone else told me to. It wasn't my idea, okay? Someone else was like, you should do a tribute concert for your 40th, and then the Eras tour happened to be going, just starting at that time as well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's Taylor Swift. And she recaps each of her kind of different eras. And so I did that and invited different people to do the different eras, and I played a few as well. Released my EP, The Triplets, which is now a year old. I released it on August 5th, so in a couple days it'll be a year old. And everyone thought that was the big announcement, but then we had a surprise at the end. And now you're caught up on my birthday show history. And this year, being a mom of a 7-month baby, I was like, I'm not doing a whole big party. I just don't have the energy to make that happen. So I called up some dear music friends and I was like, will you just come and grace me with your presence in my living room and play me your songs? And my challenge was to play your newest song as well as 2 other choices. And now you're up to speed. This is where we are, literally. So have to make sure that D sounds good, because that's the one, right? That's the chord that'll, like, if anything's out, D sounds yucky. So what I am going to do today is I'm going to play you my 4 newest songs. Yay! I know Michael has heard 2 of them. I don't think the others have heard these, but these are my new era, in my boy mom era songs. And the first one is called Mom Jeans. So these are my mom jeans, bought them after having a baby. But I was thinking about how funny it is how fashion changes and things like that. And like when I was in my 20s, we wouldn't have been caught dead in what we called mom jeans, because those were for moms who had had babies and needed to hide their mom bellies. And now the kids are wearing mom jeans and I just think it's hilarious, but the timing is like perfect for me. I'm like, hey, I can get in on that. So it's the mom jeans. Hey, check out kids these days, dressing like they're twice their age. Guess that days have all gone by when the fashion was really fly. They got sweatshirts, high-waisted jeans. Don't they know they're still in their teens with their loose clothes and sporty shoes? But I'm dressing that way too. I earned my mom jeans, my long tees, sports bra every day, and not because it's lazy. I got orthopedics in my runners, sporting them all through the summer, wear them like a badge of honor. I earned my mom jeans. When I was in my 20s, thought I had lived for centuries, knew all there was to know. E-news, the shoes, the clothes, couldn't go nowhere without my skinnies, tank top and an iPod mini. But how the time has flown, who would have known I'd earn my mom jeans, my coffee beans in a cup with a grip, and not 'cause I got drip, pushing a stroller up the street in runners, sporting them all through the summer, wear them like a badge of honor. I earned my mom jeans. One day a little dude came along and changed my life, and I will never be the same. And though he altered my silhouette, I got no regret. He stole my heart away. Yeah, the world is bigger, my heart is bigger, body's bigger, and that's okay. Yeah, the fashion who's who did what they do, as if to say, girl, we got you. Girl, we got you. Yeah, we got you. Hey, we got you. So you go to you and rock those mom jeans and scrunchie, not because it's lays, haven't showered in 4 days. I got one good pair of comfy runners, sporting them all through the summer, wear them like a badge of honor. I earned my mom jeans. Can't tell you what it means to me to earn my mom jeans and my long teeth. And ooh, I got my sprout on switched gears now, and we're going to do 3 lullabies because that's what I've been writing. I actually, at one point, would love to, when I have enough what I'm calling Oliver songs, I would love to do a full album of the Oliver songs, but also the EP with just the lullabies on it, so it kind of be like a twofer, if that makes sense. And then moms can have like a lullaby album to put on for their kiddos when they're trying to get them to sleep. And I think that would be kind of fun. So that might be a project, eventually recording all of those when I kind of have them written. But I'm in the process, so we've got 4 down, so that's pretty good. Gonna sneak water for a second. Feel free to tell me everything you loved about that song while I do that.
It was great.
It was so awesome. That's what I like about it.
Oh, thank you.
Not just the greatness, but the awesomeness of it.
I like the momness about it.
And scrunchy.
The scrunch.
It's hilarious to me that those have come back in style. Scrunchies. Because I'm like, they were in like the 80s, and then when we were like in high school, we were like, ew, that teacher's wearing a scrunchie. Is she crazy? And now the kids are like wearing scrunchies. Which I can rock. Okay. So, when I was thinking about starting to write lullabies, I was thinking about my musical heritage and how that's going to look different for Mr. Oliver. First of all, I don't know if he's going to choose to engage with music or whatnot. He can be a musician if he wants to. He can be a mathematician if he wants to. It doesn't really matter to me. But just how the music that I grew up listening to, I want to impart to him, but he also is going to have a whole set of Kentucky influence that I never had as a kid. And so this music is an homage to where I'm from, which is the prairies of Saskatchewan, and to Kentucky, which is where I am now from and where Oliver is from. And it's about how musical legacy connects us. And so it is called Sing For Me. And I want to dedicate it to my parents because they brought music into the house and taught me everything I know. So yeah, this is Sing For Me. Oh, my only little child, with a disposition mild, but you sing a reckless mild melody. All alone and in your room, I hear you howling at the moon, saying, Mama, come back soon and sing for me. So I sing of the boreal forest, and I sing of aurora borealis. Lift a song for the flowing golden prairie that raised me. Now you little child of mine, oh, your singing voice is fine, and you got a keener's mind for melody. Sing to me a treasury of the beauty that you see, your natural surroundings. Sing for me. Sing to Daniel Boone's forest, to the wind-blown bluegrass under horses. Lift a song to the rolling Appalachian that'll raise you. Ooh. you vocal child of mine, sing with me from the rhythm of hoofbeats in the races to the lights that live and dance in phrases. Lift your voice, let's sing about the places that make us who. Even when it's low and grown, still the sweetest voice I've known. Sing for me. Thank you for the applause.
That was sweet, and it was lulling me.
Don't fall asleep. I got 2 more lullabies. Normally I'm like, Oliver, fall asleep. I've sung 2 whole lullabies. And you guys, I'm like, don't fall asleep. Is the balance okay, or does the guitar need to go up when I'm finger picking? Is it okay? It's good? Okay. So I have always wanted to write what is called an art song. So I grew up doing this music system that a lot of Canadians do called the Royal Conservatory of Music, and you start at your basic level and then you take exams and you work your way up through the program. And one of the things that you learn to do is to sing in other languages. And so I grew up singing in Latin, Italian, a little bit of Spanish, French, German, mostly, and English, of course. And there is this very famous lullaby by Brahms. We typically call it the Brahms lullaby, and we sing it in English, lullaby and good night, go to sleep, little baby. And it's originally in German, and it's called Guten Abend, Gute Nacht, which is good evening, good night. And so what an art song is when you take the text from a pre-existing work, so a poem or a song usually, and you take the lyrics that are already written and you set it to your own music. And so I took Brahms' lullabies words and set them to my own melody that I call Guten Abend, which Oliver loves, by the way. He doesn't know I'm singing in German. He just loves it. He smiles, and so I have sung this to him, and he seems to like it. So the general translation is good evening, good night. You are bedecked with with roses bedecked, and angels surrounding. Good evening, good night. Oh, I should say, I reordered the words. So the original is a rhyming duplet, and I wanted it to be in rhyming triplet because I'm working on rhyming 3 lines because Taylor Swift does it. So I'm like, but I study her. She's such a good songwriter. I study her songwriting, and I'm like, what can I learn from the awesome thing that she did here? And so one of the things that I'm learning is that I like to duple rhyme, and that's an easy and safe thing to do. And she likes to rhyme 3 or 4 or 5 lines in a row. It's insane, and have internal rhymes. So anyway, all that to say, some of the words, some of the lines are in different order, but it's because it's a picture, really. It's picturesqueness, and it's not a story. It works. So this is the order of my song. So that was verse 1. And then verse 2 says, with carnation surrounding it. They really like the flower imagery in this song. It's bedecked with roses, and then it's surrounded by carnations. Slip under the covers. In the morning you will wake again with carnations surrounding you. And then it says, you will see in your sleep, and I love this line, it says, Christmas tree, Christkindlein's Baum, which is awesome because Oliver was born in December. So the fact that it has a Christmas tree in the song is pretty cool. Schau in Traums Paradies, that's in your dreams paradise, in the morning, God willing, you will awaken again. And then I actually added a little line on the ends just to make an extra rhyme that I needed. And so my only lyrical contribution to the song is Nacht ist still, which means night is still. Okay, that's a lot of talk. This is Guten Abend. Probably always wondered when you see the U with the umlaut, that's E. It's, so you make a U shape and try to say E. Let's all do it together. U, E, E. That's the U with the umlaut, which is a different vowel than U. Yeah, fun times. Okay. Are you still awake? Do we need one of those things where everyone gets up and shakes it all around to stay awake? This is my very last song, my newest song. I wrote it on Tuesday. That was so Canadian of me. So I had the idea for this chorus, and I had kind of written the chorus previously, and then I was waiting because something historical was set to take place this summer, and I waited and waited and waited, and then it never came. And then I looked it up online, and so what happened was we were being told that we were going to get the 17-year cicada and the 13-year cicada all together. Did you guys hear about this?
Yes.
This summer, which only happens every 221 years, 17 times 13, that their cycles are the same year that the cicadas emerge, both of those broods. And so I was like, I'm gonna write a lullaby about that when that happens. And I was hoping to draw from personal experience, and then it never happened because it missed us. It was, I think, north of us, or maybe south of us, but Indiana, yeah. And so we did not get the 1 trillion cicadas that they were talking about getting. And if you're online and going, what's a cicada? Mom and Dad, I'll explain later. But so It's a very noisy bug, that's all you need to know for now, and they only emerge there's a brood that only emerges every 13 years and a brood that only emerges every 17 years, and they were supposed to both emerge this year. So I was working on this song called Cicada Lullaby, and then it missed us. The whole event missed us, but I wrote the song anyway. I just couldn't write it from actual personal experience, but it's someone's personal experience, so... yeah, this is called Cicada Lullaby. The night bugs are crawling and creeping, and baby is supposed to be sleeping, but all of this buzzing is keeping sweet baby. So tell me then, what can I do? With this not enough and coming to, I'm counting on this melody to come through and to make you sleepy. You're too little for earplugs, too young for a beer, love, so I'll lull you the best that I can. Oh, go to sleep, my little love, to the ungodly buzz of the cicada bug. I rock you and sing, little dear. They're raucous, but nothing to fear. Though in your room we get an earful, they're quite far away. You're too little